again on another fantastic sucker-free Monday. How are you all doing? Me, I am absolutely fabulous. I would have my hat turned this way, but it would, cover my face. So I turned it like this. Yeah, it's just a beautiful day in Chicago. Almost like 75 degrees. That's right, sorry about that. Almost 75 degrees. And if you're not outside getting some sun, shame on you. Get some sun on your skin. Get some sun in your life. I promise you that it will change your attitude. You know, people who don't really get sun, they act a little bit differently, a little bit shady, a little bit, weird. That's because they don't get no sun. And there's a lot of people out there like that today that don't get no sun. But we're getting some today. It's a beautiful day. Now, normally I would be on Lakeshore Drive right now. But it's okay. Yeah. Y'all just call me like I am today. It's all good. I'm not suited and booted, Nah, it's a beautiful day. Not to mention the fact that I've been taking care of some other things, whereas I could not have been suited and booted. Okay? What a fantastic sucker-free day. But I tell you all, we're not going to give you no Chicago news. Nah. Right now, that is, a little bit less important. Chicago news is a little bit less important right now. And why do I say that? Maybe you'll catch me on the other live tonight while I talk about that. But right now, oh no, we have more addressing issues to talk about. Like, body bags. I'm going to use it that way, seeing that that is how it came on the title. Body bags. Will body bags have went in a range of places in words in the title? Maybe so. But that's what we got. Body bags. I want you all to hold on to that. Hold on to body bags, okay? Because right now, we want to talk about Pramila Jala. What's her name? Jalaka? 7th District, Washington, D.C. Yeah, Jakala. Yeah, y'all know that lady. Pramila. She's a Democrat from the 7th District of none other than Washington, D.C. Now, why do I bring her up? I bring her up based upon the facts that she is at the helm of proposing a bill to be passed through Congress for immigration reparations. Are you insane? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, that Pramila chick. Now, mind you, that she may have had some good standings in regards to the fights that she have fought and some of the things that she have been doing. Shouts out to Kane in the building. Yeah, shouts out to Kane in the building. We appreciate you being here. And everybody that's out there that has not gotten in the chat room yet, we want to say thank you. Hey, man, I'm Brazilian and I need some advice. I'm having a problem. What's your problem? What's your problem, Lewis? Shouts out to Lewis in the building. Lewis Ferreira. What's your problem? Maybe we can help you here. Maybe we can give you some advice like you're asking for, but what's your problem? I'm waiting for you. Oh, we're going to get off into this. He hasn't responded yet. maybe you'll come in. We hope that we have some advice to settle your problems. Alex Foley, I'm 43 and lonely. Alex, you're 43 and lonely. Well, if I was 43 and lonely, you know what I would do? On a beautiful day like today, I would go on the lakefront. I would go on the lakefront and watch all of those beautiful women that's jogging outside, that's biking outside, that's walking outside, reading a book. Yeah, reading a book. 43 and lonely. I don't think that people understand loneliness. And I say that based upon the fact that from my travels in life, even in the military, your first 4 to 5 months is real lonely, despite the fact that you have new people that you are meeting all across the country. You're still lonely because you don't have your friends, you don't have your family, you know. Even people who go to prison, okay? I think that they are a lot lonelier than you, Alex. I think that they are a lot lonelier than you, Alex. Here it is. You are in this great country of America. Or I don't know if you're in America, Alex. I'm sorry. You may not be in America. But wherever you're at, as long as you got you can never be lonely. Once you activate that energy within yourself, that power within yourself, that gift within yourself, you can never be lonely. Now, hey, I know that many people have been replacing their loneliness with March Madness right now. Yeah, many people have been replacing their loneliness with March Madness right now, Alex. So, you know, relax, man. If you're 43, lonely, and you're single, you're a male, you got your own place, relax. There's really nothing to catch up on. In fact about it, I promise you, Alex, if you're feeling 43 and lonely, just ask a lot of married men right now. Would they rather be by themselves or would they rather be with their wife? And I don't know, 5, 6, you know, the Brady Bunch. Kids. Yeah. Being by yourself is not always a bad thing, Alex. Sometimes being lonely is how the universe reaches you and guides you into your own creativity. 100. I can never say I've been lonely in my life. No. It's just not about people. It's about self-creation within yourself. If you can find something to do within yourself, you'll never be lonely. And Lord knows that I can never be lonely. There's so many thoughts in my head, so many things that I can do, and some things I can't do because of lack of finances, like many Americans here that are feeling the pain, the frustration, and the downtrodden of the U.S. Constitution by none other than Donald Trump. Yeah. Do you prefer USA or Brazil? What do you mean by that? Like, I prefer USA. I live in USA. I don't know anything about Brazil, okay? I've never been to South America. Despite my travels in the world, I've never been to South America. However, they do say that Brazil is a beautiful place. And it has been colonized, you know, like all other places, from the present ruling powers. Yeah, it's all been colonized, but it's a beautiful place. From what the images I've seen, the videos I've seen, and the stories that I've heard, I've never been there. He also agrees that Brazil has the best. Okay. I appreciate you out there, Lewis. 100. Shouts out to Lewis. Shouts out to Alex. Shouts out to Kane. And by the way, you all, if this is your first time chiming in to this channel, we ask that you do what? Subscribe, like, and share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your CONVERSATION. And we thank you for being here, because you could have been doing something else with someone else or even by yourself, okay? But you decided to stop by to see what we had to say. And we appreciate you, and we tip our hat to you for being here and participating. And for all of those who are participating in the chat room, you know, we welcome everybody. We don't care about your religion. We don't care about your creed, your color, or your race. We accept everybody in this chat room. However, we do ask that you be respectful to everybody in the chat room, right? We don't like trash talk on this channel with, you know, trolls, but that's okay. We welcome them too, but just be respectful. If not, you know, we ask that you leave the chat room if you want to be disrespectful. But if you stay, you just may get blocked, and we won't pay attention to you anyway. We're not giving you that energy, not today, not with this great SUN that's in the atmosphere. Healing skin. Yeah, the sun has healing powers. Unlike this immigrant reparations that they talking about, okay? Immigrant reparations, that Pramila chick, yeah, that Jaya chick, 7th District, and Washington, D.C. proposed that Congress give reparations to who? To the illegal immigrants who have suffered traumatization by ICE. Stop right there. She's a Democrat. She's done some things that we can, you know, feel like, okay, she's for the people or by the people. She's for immigration laws. She's for civil rights and all of that. But when you say immigrants need reparations, when hell, the United States just said no to reparations to black people, you think that we want to give reparations to immigrants for how they've been treated by ICE? How many centuries have black people here in America been mistreated? By Caucasians, by Democrats and Republicans. I'm going to say it one more time. How many centuries have black Americans suffered under tyranny, under black code laws? You know, under suppression, oppression, for how many years? And we've been fighting to get reparations, and the United States said no. In fact about it, I want you all to remember Argentina. I want you all to remember Israel. I want you all to remember your own government that black people here in America line up at voting polls to vote for. They can't give you no money for the disfranchisement of black people. How they bombed your towns, how they've stolen land, how they've lynched you, how they've raped you, how they've made you eunuchs, how they've made you the laughing stock of the world. And yet, we can't get reparations. Ain't nobody fighting for reparations. I did not hear that Pramila chick, Jaya. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Yeah, she got one of them weird names, you know. But she's a Democrat. What you say out there? We were what? I'm trying to read here. I got sun glare. To the Native Americans, we're blacks. We didn't come from. No, we was already here, man. No, they want to tie us to the Native Americans based upon the facts that they don't have to give us nothing. Now here it is. See, here it is. You have many tribes of what they call American natives. You have many tribes of what they call American natives and that they call today's Indians who migrated from India 16,000 years ago. Migrated from India 16,000 years ago because they could not keep and obey the laws of Islam. Why did I have to say that? Because that's history. That's not even up for debate. You can get your best Jewish scholars. You can get your best FBA people. You can get your great Egyptologists. I don't care who you go get. Okay? Because it's actual facts. We black people here in America are the Native Americans. All of us didn't come here on ships. Despite the fact that some of us did. The United States, if you have any common sense and you do some calculations, there's no way impossible that the United States and the transatlantic slave could have transported 100 million people. However, over 100 million people have been enslaved to the carcass system here in America. You know, and by the way, if you haven't done so already, make sure you smash the like button. Hit the share button. Smash the like button. Hit the share button. Right now, we have 6/1, which is an improper fraction. Yeah, fraction. Improper fraction. So we need to make that a 2. At least we'll have 6/2, which makes it a 3. Okay? Would you do that? Smash up the likes, you all. Now, how dare she? The Pramila chick, you know, 7th District, Washington, D.C. Yeah. Congresswoman. Jahal. Okay? She ain't for us, okay? She can sit there on the sidelines, okay? And be like, she's for this and for that. But no reparations for black people. Have black people tied themselves to the American system, whereas they can't get reparations? You have people all over America, even Caucasian people, that has fought for the reparations of black people. I'm not saying all white people, because all white people ain't trying to give us nothing, including the president of this country, Donald Trump. And for all of you MAGA lovers that's out there that love Donald Trump, that support him, and he don't want to give us reparations, I say that you should go over there and kick rocks. Go choke on the bone. You know, go over there by Walgreens. Stand by the bus stop with a Batman belt on in broad daylight. That's what you can do. Okay. We don't support Trump around here. We don't support any unrighteousness around here. We don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. And like I said in former videos, Republicans, Democrats, they sleeping in the same bed. How is it that you have a Congress that is full of Democrats that have not opposed this war, this illegitimate war in Iran? But this Pramila chick want to talk about reparations for how immigrants were wrongly treated by ICE. Is she crazy? Is she crazy? Are you crazy? Who we got out there? I can say a word in Portuguese and you try to guess its meaning. Hey man, why would I want to try to guess anything in Portuguese when it was the Portuguese, the Portugal people, who also took part in the transatlantic slave? Did you see how or read about how they treated black people in Portuguese? Yeah, they not getting left out either. No, the Portuguese, the Dutch, all of you black folks want to go over there to Amsterdam and everything. They put you in chains. but you want to give them money. I'm here in America. This is where I was born and bred. This is where my grandmama and everybody else was born. We don't know nothing about Africa. We know that our ancestors were in Africa. Okay? That's where civilization began. Can't nobody refute that. But all of us didn't come from Africa. Some of us was already here. In fact, did you hear about Mansa Musa and the travels that he made and the people that he sent over here? I think that Pramila should think about that. That Jayapal chick, yeah, she should think about that. She should think about how we were enslaved. She should think about how we were disenfranchised. No, she ain't thinking about that. Because don't nobody think about black people. How could you want... I don't understand why nobody in the Democrat Party pulled her tail and was like, hey, that's a bad thing to talk about right now. The U.S., Israel, and Argentina just said no to reparations for black people. But yet you, Pramila, want to give some, huh? I'm just saying. And I'm not letting Barack Obama off the hook either, because he gave the Jews reparations. I don't hear many people talking about that. I ain't heard nobody talk about that. Everybody getting reparations except black people. I wonder why. But all of you black people out there who complaining about reparations, I have a solution for you. Yeah, that like button ain't went up yet. Yeah, but I have a solution for you. All you black people talk about reparations. How about you pay yourself? How about you pull a lot of your money from the economy and put it in your own economy, seeing that no one else wants to look out for you? Do you hear me? The U.S. has looked out for the Japanese, gave them reparations. The U.S. looked out for the Jews, gave them reparations. And I don't even think the Jews suffered here in America. Did y'all hear me? Yeah. They don't like me when I talk about Jews. But I'm not saying anything wrong. And I'm not saying anything falsified. And I'm not trying to badger the Jews. In fact about it, as I mentioned before in prior videos, I feel that black people should have fabric like the Jewish community should. So no, I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm anti the BS. I am anti-unrighteousness. Ain't that right, Pramila? How dare a U.S. congressman, woman, says that, a Democrat at that, says that she proposes that illegal immigrants reparations. That's insane. What do you all think? Hispanics never beg. Hey man, why don't you tell Pramila that Hispanics never beg? Why don't you tell Pramila that? We're not talking about Hispanics in general. They didn't lay down the proposal bill. We're talking about one congresswoman. That's all. We're not talking about a whole group of people. And we're not saying that people who have been wrongly done should not get reparations. What we're saying is we should get it first. Before anybody gets it, we should get it first. That's all we're talking about. Now, if you don't want to be righteous about the situation, look at where we at today. The whole system is unrighteous. Yeah, it needs a rehaul. And all of those unrighteous people that's in Congress that's Senate, Democrat, Republican, you all need to go, because we righteous people are tired of you. And you know that your time is up. You know that your time is up. How many people out there agree with Pramila? Huh? How many people out there agree that, shouts out to Aaron. Yeah, I'm having a sun glare here. So it's not that I can't read, it's that I'm having a hard time seeing who's in the chat room from the way the camera and the sun is positioned. So excuse me if I didn't get to you. It wasn't done on purpose. I want to send shots out to everybody that's out there in the chat room. And like I said, if this is your first time chiming in, do what? Like, share, and subscribe. And by the way, you all, before we finish this joint, meaning this video, I ask that you go and review the uploads, the last 5 uploads. 5 upload videos that I placed on this channel. Please go there. Yes, I say please go there. Why? Because there's some pertinent information for you there that some people don't want it to get out. Obviously. But that's okay. Me being my own best campaign, we suggest, highly advise, we highly recommend that you go to the uploads of this channel and watch the last 5 upload videos on this channel, not including the last 2 lives. Seeing that YOUTUBE, want to be the way that they are. But how can I complain? I'm on someone else's platform. However, I am opening up my own platform, TheMoShowChicago.com. Yeah, my own website. Yeah, called WordPress. Working on that. You got people talking about, I don't see why people, can anybody tell me before we move further? You have all these big YouTubers talking about, they going over to these other social sites, Patreon. And I look at their numbers over in Patreon and they don't seem to do no better than YouTube. But it seems to me that they collect a lot of data on you. Whatever social site you're on, it's all about data. And understanding and knowing where you're at all times. Because we are walking what? Towers. Letting everybody know what we are. Letting everybody know what we do. Now I understand promotion and stuff like that. But I don't understand the numbers on Patreon. I'm sorry. And these are some people that I respect that's over there. I already have a channel set up over there, but I haven't put anything on that channel in Patreon. Because I'm like, would it be a waste of time? Like that Pramila chick is talking in Washington, D.C. about giving illegal immigrants reparations. That is a waste of time. I don't even see how she can even come up with a concept. I don't see how she can even come up with a concept like that. But you got some biased people that's in the Democratic Party. It's just not the Republican Party that are biased. You have Democrats in their own party that's biased. That's why Jasmine Crockett didn't win. I'm just saying. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Donald Trump. We done with Pramila right now, seeing that nobody else said anything in regards to her reparations and how foul she was in saying so. Okay? Donald Trump. Donald Trump has said that the Hormuz Strait is no longer the Hormuz Strait. He calls it the Donald Trump Straits. What's wrong with this man? Donald Trump wants to make himself so huge. You know why? Because he's about to take a big fall. And he wants to impact America in a very detrimental way, going down in history just like Hitler as the infamous president of America. Yeah, just like Hitler. Hitler went down. He was famous, but he was infamous for being evil. According to the Jews, and according to black people, and according to anybody that wasn't of the Aryan type. Okay. But Donald Trump is going to go down just like his master, Hitler. Yeah. Study Donald Trump and you will find the moods of Hitler. I'm just saying. Like I said, the man has a Mein Kampf book right in the Oval Office desk. If not, it's in his bedroom where his wife don't sleep, okay? 100. What do you think about Donald Trump Strait? Donald Trump not only wants to rename the Hormuz Strait Donald Trump Straits, hell, he wants to put his face on U.S. currency. Are you serious? Donald Trump wants to put his face on U.S. currency. That's something that has never been done before. All of the people that we know that's on U.S. currency in regards to their faces are dead presidents, and he ain't dead. However, he did get an opportunity to put his signature on the back of $100 bills. This guy's insane. I'm so glad that his face is not on any of the U.S. currency bills, because I probably wouldn't have no money in my pocket. That's how ugly this man is, straight up. That's how ugly this man is. Why not? Why not? Donald Trump is who? Bumblecly. Yeah, he's Bumblecly, bro. He's most definitely Bumblecly. Yeah, I'm trying to read you, man. I'm getting so much glare. Shouts out to everybody in the chat room. Shouts out to everybody that's participating in this chat, because we need you here. And like I said, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you do what? Press the subscribe button. Hit the like and the share. Hit the like and the share. And speaking of likes and share, we also have memberships on this channel. We have silver memberships and we have gold memberships, and we have videos over there for you to enjoy. Videos that they're not seeing here on YOUTUBE. That is for members only. So if you're feeling generous, please, by all means, join with the membership. We also have a super thanks, and we also have a Cash App, okay? Whichever way you want to support the channel. And with the Cash App, it is #Mo Powers, okay? #Mo Powers. So you can support this channel through subscribing, by liking, by sharing, through a membership, and Cash App, and super thanks. Yeah, all of those options for you to support the channel. And we appreciate you We understand it's a little hard out here for everybody out here. Donald Trump has got people miscombobulated. Miscombobulated financially. Not to mention the fact that his ruling as president this second term is breaking up families, destroying families because of economics, money. Yeah, that's right. Families are being destroyed for lack of money. Families are being destroyed because of high rent costing. Families are being destroyed for high food prices. Families are being destroyed from high car notes. Families are being destroyed from high cell phone bills. Families are being destroyed just from the economy that America has placed us in. I'm just saying. Where you all out there, you know? Yeah, where y'all at? They say only got 8 people in the building. Out of how many billions of people on YouTube? I only get 8 people in the building. This is what they do to you. I can't get past 1 like. But you know what? We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on going just like Donald Trump got the Operation Epic Fury. Yeah, the Operation Epic Fury. He's going to keep on going with it. He's going to keep on going with it despite the fact that American citizens have caught him in over a dozen lies. Over a dozen lies in regards to Operation Epic Fury. About the soldiers, about their deaths, about their injuries, about how Iran wants peace talks, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth, how the United States has won the war. Oh, but now we believe we won the war. Oh, we need assistance. Oh, I don't understand why you cowards, you allies in NATO, don't want to join me. Let's open up the Strait. Let's call it Donald Trump Strait. Not the Hormuz Strait, in which it is named. No, but Donald Trump Strait. Donald Trump is bringing America down to his knees. Down to his knees. But yet and still, you have MAGA supporters. What you got out here? He better than Joe and Obama. Y'all need to dig a little deeper. Who is that out there? Aaron. Shouts out to Aaron in the building. Aaron, we need for you to press the like button, Aaron. Anybody out there that's in the chat room that I gave you shouts out to, we highly appreciate if you would smash the like button. Now, Aaron, you talk about these presidents. We thank you for that. Thank you for smashing the like button, okay? Thank you for smashing the like button. Now, for all of you who agree with Aaron, saying that Trump is no better, well, Joe Biden and Obama didn't do no better. Well, I tell you one thing. Whether it be Democrats or Republican, Joe Biden nor Obama placed American citizens in this situation, nor did they really put American troops in harm's ways, nor did they start a legitimate and illegitimate war. Joe Biden never started an illegitimate war. Obama never started an illegitimate war. Never. And this is still going on in Operation Epic Fury without the permission of Congress. How is this man getting away with this? All of this is unconstitutional, but yet the president is supposed to be at the helm of the U.S. Constitution, yet and still he's breaking all of the amendments to the Constitution. And all of you MAGA lovers still support him. This man is breaking every amendment of the Constitution. The Republican Party is even working to propose a bill that would amend the 22nd Amendment to give him another term in office. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is where we are today. This is the minds of people who exist in America. They want to talk about how the Russians had some type of interference with elections in the U.S. Come on. You don't hear Russia talking about the U.S. had any interference. You don't hear China talking about they had interference of America with their voting. Why is it that America's citizens have, according to Donald Trump, had interference with the voting in America? How does that happen? Oh, cyber works. Oh, internet. Come on, man. It's a bunch of garbage. It's a bunch of garbage. And if you continue to listen to Donald Trump and you continue to follow Donald Trump, you are going to be led to the garbage can, to the trash house, to be broken, homeless, nakedness, and out of doors. 100. This man has a negative approval rate from the country. A negative all across the board, whether it be for this war, whether it be for social, whether it be for economics, whether it be for politically. This man is in the negative all across the board. And you all still support him. Not to mention the fact that he's mentioning those Epstein files, touching and sexually assaulting young girls. But you still support him, which means that you, those of you who support him and stick by him, are pedophiles. Chester the molester. Chester the molester. And you all continue to support this man. Anybody out there? Huh? What you say? Trump never took the oath. He said he doesn't know. Trump has taken the oath, just like the Senate has taken the oath, just like the House members have taken the oath, just like Congress members have taken the oath, just like the police takes the oath to serve and protect, right? So Donald Trump, with his America First policy, right, which has left Americans last, his America First policy, his big, beautiful bill, has left Americans LAST. But you all still support him. Where is your mindset at? Where is the common sense of society? Where is the common sense of society? People continue to try to compare. Who was that? Aaron. Aaron left a question. He left a statement. I'm sorry. I got to come back to you, Aaron. Yeah, here in the chat section. He's said that, well, he's not worse than Obama and this and that, and Joe Biden. Donald Trump wants to be like Obama. Whew. I'm going to say that one more time. Donald Trump wants to be like Obama. Donald Trump wish that he could have the Nobel Peace Prize like Obama. Huh? Donald Trump tries to tear down anybody that came before him, anybody that made any type of progress. And I don't care if you're a black president or a white president. Donald Trump wants to destroy them all, maybe with the exception of Washington and Jackson, the slave holders, Jefferson. He will uphold them, but he won't uphold anybody that did anything for the country, besides him. He says that he's the greatest president that America has ever seen. Y'all need to stop playing with that. And I don't see how Washington Post, New York Times, USA Today, Boston Globe, Newsweek, Reuters, Wall Street Journal give this guy all of the credit that they give him. And this guy is leading Americans to the slaughterhouse. 100. And while he's leading you to the slaughterhouse, he's going to be on his plane in the air somewhere or in an underground bunker. Okay? Yeah. He has a lot of enemies. The U.S. has acquired more enemies than they have allies since Donald Trump has had his second term. That's not even up for debate. That's not up for debate. Donald Trump has done what? Donald Trump is more concerned about his ballroom than the American people. Donald Trump is more concerned with the uranium that's over there in Iran versus the American people. Huh? What y'all say out there? Yeah, Trump is more interested in that. Ain't that right, America first? Anything that's not in the interest of the American people. But it seems to me that Donald Trump has went against all the morality and the Constitution of the American people. He even said that he want the news media to be brought up on treasonous charges if they stop reporting what's going on over there in Iran. That man has lied to you about body bags. Oh, let's get to the body bags right now. Because those Iranian people over there, they have told American citizens, bring your ground troops over here. And they leaving them body bags. Already got them ready for them. And you're going to send your child over there for a pedophile. You're going to send your child over there for some oil that you're not going to receive any percentage of. You're going to send your child over there to die. I'm sorry. Let me stop right there. In regards to saying you're going to send your child over there. No, they're sending themselves because they signed up for it. Ain't nobody sending them. You ain't sending them. They sent themselves when they signed the paper and said, yes, I do. That ain't nobody's fault except for the people who enlisted themselves in the military under the regiment of Donald Trump. Parents ain't sending nobody over there to get killed. Donald Trump is sending your children over there to get killed for his own personal gain, as well as Netanyahu. Benjamin, that is. Benjamin, that is. Get those likes up in the building, you all. Get those likes up in the building. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the share button. And if this is your first time chiming in, yes, subscribe. Seeing that, it is what it is. YOUTUBE. It is what it is. This is why I need your support, you all. Why build a ballroom? He's only in office. Hey, he's only in office 4 years. What's your name out there? I'm trying to see you. Starts with a D. Is that Danny? Shouts out to Danny in the building, you all. Danny, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button, man. He's only in office 4 years, but it's for his future because he says that he's going to get nominated a third term, which means that they got more aces up their sleeve of deception. They got more aces of deception up their sleeve for this man to get another third term. And if you don't which you can't right now. That's almost impossible to do to get a third term because it's going to take 3/4 of the country, along with Congress, to approve that. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. 3/4 of the country, the citizens of America, have to vote on that. And Congress, which he would not get. The best place that he could get is vice president, whereas he can manipulate the president behind the scenes. But he's never going to get a third term, 100. The Democrats should have told that Pramila chick that what? Don't do that. She should have kept her mouth closed. This is another distraction for Donald Trump by the Democrats, who say that they are against Donald Trump, but they're giving this man lead room for distraction. That was a big distraction that you gave people. Pramila. Yeah, Pramila, 7th District, Washington, D.C., Democrat. I'm sure she didn't vote Jasmine Crockett. I'm sure she didn't vote Jasmine Crockett, just like the Democrats did not vote. The House or the Congress did not vote for those soldiers to be over there. And the Iranians say they got some for them, man. They got some for these U.S. soldiers. They got some for the Rangers. They got something for Airborne. They got something for the Navy SEALs. Let me tell you something. If you study martial arts or just have common sense, which is not common anymore, but if you study martial arts, you know that there's somebody always out there better than you. Even Bruce Lee knew that. Jackie Chan knew that. Jet Li knew that. Despite them having their legacy in the martial art world, they knew that someone was able to defeat them. They just didn't run into them. And it is my educated guess and my thinking, along with the American public, who has given Donald Trump a negative. The man is in a negative approval rating, right? In this Iran thing, and most Americans don't think that Donald Trump has won. I mean, where's Congress at? Straight up. Where's Congress at? Congress hasn't said one word. Shouldn't that tell you something, the American people? Congress hasn't said one word about nothing, except with his gang of 8, you know, with Mark Rubio. And it's a conglomerate of Republicans and Democrats. Yeah. Yeah, the gang of 8. And those are the people he tell. He don't tell Congress. He tell them. Come on. Can't you all see the hypocrisy that's going on with Donald Trump? Can't you see the hypocrisy in his American First policy? Can't you see the deception and the hypocrisy when he says, let's make America great again? Because YouTubers, like I said in my last videos, are making America great again. Yeah. They're paying TSA workers, YouTubers, cash, not a check, but cash. They can't receive a check because they can only receive a check from the federal government, but they can't stop people from giving them cash. And YouTubers are giving TSA workers cash. Donald Trump ain't giving them nothing. He had to wait till a YouTuber said that they gonna pay them. First, he rejects the bill that would pay them. He rejects the bill. that was proposed by Congress to pay these people, and he rejected it. And then say, we got some emergency funds to pull out of our anus to pay these people. Yeah, y'all not giving me no love today. Y'all not giving me no love today. What it is. But we still here giving you vital information. Vital information. I know that many people say, well, it ain't got nothing to do with me. It has a lot to do with you, because this man makes decisions that affect your daily life. Congress been on vacation. Man, Congress been on vacation. Congress, who is that? Damn. Shouts out to Chris. Shouts out to Chris. Chris, make sure you hit that like button. Shouts out to Chris. I'm having a sun glare here. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it is Chris. Congress been on vacation since Donald Trump has been in office, okay? I don't understand why it seems to me that these people have become punks to Donald Trump. What is it about Donald Trump that can destroy their life? He's already destroying the people that are not a part of the political world lives. Huh? He's destroying the people who are not a part of the political world life. And he has destroyed some federal workers' lives. This is true. And y'all still vote for him. Y'all still support this man. Even though he takes food off your table. Even though he takes money out your pocket. Even though he sends your sons and daughters over there to fight for oil, to fight for uranium, to fight to take other people's resources, you support him. Despite the fact that he has removed DEI. Despite the fact that he has done everything wrong. With maybe getting the illegal, undocumented immigrants out the country. That's what I can get a man. Shut down it all. Airports. Yeah, spring break. Shut it all down. Shut it all down. That's what I'm talking about. And let's see how America be great again. Shut all the airports down. And the fact about it, not only did, what's her name? You know, the YouTuber. I ain't gonna say her name. I already gave us some love the other day on my video. But one of the, you know, one of those people on BET, you know, the guy who made Sisters, you know, the guy, Medea, that person right there has also donated some of his money to pay TSA. I ain't gonna say his name, because they don't give me no love. They don't give me no love. They don't show me no love. They just want me to support them and not support me. Huh? But I have to give you the things that they do that is helpful right now to America versus the of Trump. Okay? To combat something, you know? And I forgot this other artist. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say his name because they won't say my name. Hell, they probably don't even know I exist again. But one of those artists out there, a rapper, just paid somebody rent for a year. Excuse me, just gave them a new house and 25 stacks. It's a shame when you have a country here in America, like America, and we live under the tutelage or tyranny of Donald Trump. If Donald Trump wasn't a bad person, I would not say bad things about Donald Trump. Because his actions are speaking for him. How many of you all think that everything's shut down? Like Chris says. Do you all agree with Chris in the chat room about shutting all the airports down? Do you think that would make a difference in Donald Trump paying TSA agents? Do you think that would make a difference in how Donald Trump run the countries if nobody travels? See, I find that you have real people like myself who would sacrifice not doing this, not buying, not selling, not getting on an airplane. People like me would do that. But many Americans won't. And that's why nothing will change. You see? Nothing will change. There has to be a 100% dissatisfaction rate by all people. And if you know, like I know, you all understand that most of Donald Trump's actions, I can't call them policies, but you know that his America First and the Big Beautiful Bill is garbage, okay? And you know that all of his progress is for white Americans. Come on now. If you all can't agree with me on that, you are worse than Ray Charles, and he was blind. Okay? You are worse than Ray Charles, and he was blind. And if you are blind physically and you are blind mentally under the spell of Donald Trump, what hope do America have? Huh? What hope does America have? Like I said, even his vice president, J.D. Vance, says that he's out of there. Even J.D. Vance agrees that the Republicans are going to lose. And Donald Trump, knowing that, he's going to take America down, and he's going to take everybody down with him. And according to reports, Donald Trump just may be dying anyway. The orange man. He just may be dying anyway because of what they said about his health. They say that his health is deteriorating. And if my health is deteriorating at my age, and he got 20 years on me or more, I don't understand why you all are letting these old, decrepit Ku Klux Klan people run the country. You need some new brains in there. You need fresh people in there. You need fresh minds in there for people, meaning people who speak for all people, okay? And not just white people, and not just black people, and not just whatever people you are here in America. But we were here first, and we can get jack. Ain't that right? Pramila. What's her name? Jahaka? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all want to penalize me for not remember that weird name? Go ahead. But it's a shame if you didn't know her name. You're going to penalize me for not saying her name right when you didn't even know her name. Anyway, right? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, you all. What's going on, Rashad? Shouts out to Rashad in the building. Rashad, do us a favor out there. Make sure you press the subscribe button, like, and the share. We are on our journey to 10,000 subscribers, and we want you all to be a part of that. Yeah. And to be a part of that, you have to press subscribe, hit the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. Ain't that right, YouTube? YouTube give out notifications, and YouTube tells us to hit that bell and the word all to ensure that you get notifications. Ain't that right, YouTube? Ain't that right, YouTube? So what we're saying here is, these body bags of the U.S. soldiers, they gonna lie about that. Donald Trump is already lying about that. Troops already in body bags. Troops already in body bags. They ain't telling you that, though. Huh? Would you support a liar? Now, people, Would you support a liar? People break up in relationships because of lying. People break up in marriages because of lying. People fail school exams for lying and cheating. And you all support this dude. Even though, once again, he's mentioned over 3,500 times in half of the Epstein files. The other half, they ain't revealed yet. But the Republicans are scared that they are going to jail in 2028. And they should be scared that they're going to jail in 2028. All of them. Get them all. Sock it to them, you know? Yeah. Make them eat those bologna sandwiches that look like mystery meat. Yeah. Make them lay down in them hard steel bunks when it's time to do lights out. Make them say you got a visitor in the visiting room. Make them tell them people that. Or are you all going to continue to support criminals because he's a white man? Because he's a racist man? Yeah, he's racist because he's biased. And all of his instructions, his executive orders, many of them, like DEI, which discriminated against all Americans. And he tried to sue the American people, try to take your taxpayers' money for $10 billion. Then he's going to ask you for $200 more billion, despite the fact that how many billions of dollars has he already spent on this illegitimate war that Congress has not approved? What's wrong with these people? And you still continue to support them. You all still believe in the American dream when the American dream has become the American nightmare. There's no more American dream. It's all about survival right now. It's the survival of the fittest right now. It is the survival of the fittest right now. And I don't care what color you are in the crayon box, okay? That don't matter. All of you racist people, all of you white people that don't like black people, go stand over there. All of you black people that don't like white people, go stand over there. We sick of you all, okay? We are sick of you. We sick of you. We wish something could make you disappear from the planet. We wish that something could make you disappear from the planet. You all are a virus to America. You are a what? Cancerous to the planet with your bigotry. You are cancerous people. But what do the little black man know? Huh? The same thing that those think tanks know. The Heritage Foundation, that's in Washington, D.C. Yeah, they know it too. That's why they tell the administration, if you do this, it'll go that way. If you do that, it'll go that way. If you do it this way, this is going to shock the American people. The American people have so many odds against them in their own American government system. Yeah, did y'all hear me? I said that the American citizens have so many weapons that are formed against them in the American government system that they can't get it right. Who we got out there? You're talking about yourself, man. I ain't talking about myself. Somebody just said, okay, we got somebody else. We got trolls in the building now. Majority voted for what is happening now. Now, I don't know exactly if the majority voted for that. I do know that Elon Musk had a hand in that when he paid $290 million out of his pocket to help get this man elected. So I don't know if that's what the majority of the American people did vote. However, I do know that when voter season came around, that you had a lot of more people on that map red versus blue, okay? I'm not trying to argue your point. That would be senseless. I'm not trying to say that. But what I'm saying is that there were outside influences that helped the man get elected. That's what I'm saying. He won the House and the Senate. And he's got the House and the Senate right now. But not for long. Not for long. Hey, Joe. Is it Joe or Lo? L-O-N-O. Yeah, it's Lo. What's we got here? Shouts out to Lo in the building. Shouts out to Lo. Shouts out to Lo. Yeah, L-O in the building. Hey, Lo. I want you to do us a favor right now, Lo. Seeing that you are actively participating in the chat room with good statements, you know, we ask that you press the subscribe button. Smash the like button right now. We just sent shots out to you, gave you love. Give us some love, okay? It's all love around here. Love is the only thing that is more powerful than hate. Love is the only thing that is most powerful than hate. So let us get some likes up in the building. Show some love to this CHANNEL right now. We highly appreciate that. Message here for review. Message here for review. But see, you know what? Yeah, he did win the House and the Senate. But that's going to be over with. And they know it. And they going to jail. When it's all over, done and said with, it is the American citizens' hopes. The majority of American citizens, not the majority of people who voted for him or elected him in office. Even those who elected him in office right now are upset with him. Right now are, what's the word I want to use? Start with a D. Are disgraced with him. Disgusted with him. Yeah, the people who voted for him. But they so afraid of him. Even the Democrats have become dummycrats. I'm going to say that again. The Democrats have become dummycrats. And nobody is speaking up against this man. That's a damn shame. Where you at, Hakeem Jeffries? Huh? What's that lady who used to lead the House? Nancy Pelosi? Nancy Pelosi said that they're looking to appoint Hakeem Jeffries as head of the House because it's going to turn. And when it turns, all of those Republicans, like Donald Trump, like that Lucknick dude, and all of his cabinet members, and all of those who got anything to do with those Epstein files, they going to jail. And I am disgusted. I am disappointed. I am disgusted with the American people. I am disgusted with the American people because they themselves have shown a righteous person like me that there is no hope for them. Whew. There is no hope for the unrighteous people. There is no hope for people who stand with the Chester molester. There is no hope for you. Is there any hope for America? Will one of America's enemies retaliate and get clapped back? Will Americans be in trouble because of Donald Trump? Is your life endangered because of Donald Trump being an American citizen? Right now, you can go where you want to go, but it's highly advised that you don't. It's highly advised that you don't go to another country right now. Why? Because you got Donald Trump at the helm of making mischief in the land, all over the land. You got zero proof. You know what, man? You know what? Who was that out there? See? Is that Low? Sorry about the sun glare, Low. Not trying to disrespect you. Who is that out there? I can't even see what your name is, but I can see your comment. I don't have any proof of what I'm saying about Trump. Go on every news outlet. Go read a newspaper and tell me I'm wrong about Trump. That's all I'm saying. You disagreeing with me. Don't disagree with me. Don't disagree with the messenger because I'm a black man. Disagree with the actual facts. I'm just presenting the facts to you. See, many people don't like who the message comes through versus paying attention to the message. You can't dispute the facts. That is nationwide, worldwide. If you want to dispute worldwide information, I find you to be, I would have to question your intelligence. I would have to question your intelligence if you disagree with worldwide news. And a little bit of common sense. Yeah, and a little bit of common sense. All of you trolls out there, you believe lies, man. You can only lie so much without being busted, right? Now, I'm trying to get your name right, but because of the sun glare, let me see here. Lo, we're talking to Lo again. Lo, did you hit the like button, Lo? Lo, did you hit the like button? I'm gonna call you Lo because your name begins with Lo. I can't see the rest. Did you hit the like button? You still talking? Did you hit the like button? Did you hit the subscribe button, man? You still talking, trying to get energy out of us, talking about Donald Trump. Look, man, we ain't doing that, bro. If you want to disagree with world news, go ahead, man. But the facts, you can't dispute. And politics is just like religion. When you get to presenting the facts, whether it be Democrats or Republican, they begin to be like Jesus people. They begin to be like Muslims. They begin to be like Hebrews and people that's in Judaism. When you bring the facts, they want to run away. They want to come with all of this other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with the facts. The whole world knows that it's facts, but you're asking me what proof I have when it's all over the world. How dumb can you be, man? How dumb can you be, yo? I'm just saying. I have to question your intelligence. Trump was really guilty. Okay, you don't think Trump guilty? Why they didn't release the other half of the files of the Epstein files? Why is Trump name mentioned over 3,500 in half of the Epstein files? Why is all of these victims coming up to the American public saying that Donald Trump did this to them? Why they ain't in jail, okay? Why they ain't in jail if they lying, okay? Why they ain't in jail if they lying, okay? I'm just saying. Why Bill Gates ain't lost his business? Why Bill Gates ain't in jail? Despite the fact that he himself admitted that he had sex with those young Russian girls and gave his wife a sexually transmitted disease. Why he ain't in jail? After the fact, he admitted it. Man, y'all need to stop playing with MO. Y'all need to stop playing with the MO. I guess if you got billionaire status, you can do anything you want to. The privilege of being a white man in America. The privilege of being a white man in America. I'm not going to give you all no more time. I gave you enough time right now on this LIVE. Like 120 in the building. Many of the victims said Trump. You know what? We're not going to even go there, man. We're not arguing with you about your love for Trump and how you think he's innocent, man. Go choke a bone, bro. Go choke on a bone somewhere, bro. However, if you are interested in audiobooks, if you like to listen versus read, go over to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTUBE, and listen to those audiobook series that we left for you all. Maybe you can get some meat on your head, historically wise. And if you're into traveling, if you want to travel to Washington State, if you want to travel to York, Maine, if you want to travel to Kansas, if you want to travel to DC, if you want to travel to Virginia, Philadelphia, Florida, California, Arizona, any place here in the U.S., where we got the 48 states at, where we got the, say 50, 51, we're talking about additional places. But right here in North America, the states right here, going from Washington to Florida and from Maine all the way back down to California, come holler at me. MOPOWERZ. We will even go to the Georgia Guidestones, before they got destroyed. The Georgia Guidestones. Come hang out with me on Black Wall Street in the Greenwood District area in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Come hang out with me. I'll take you to the stairs to nowhere. I'll take you to how they bombed Tulsa, Oklahoma. Your government, white America, bombed black Tulsa, Oklahoma. Ain't no different. Wasn't no difference between that president then and Donald Trump right now. Ain't no different. Don't you get it? The sun is cooking your brain. Man, I love the sun, okay? Let me get all of the SUN, which is the G-O-D. Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. The sun is the G-O-D. The sun is the G-O-D. Try living without the sun. Try eating food without the sun. You will be dead without the sun. So the sun is the G-O-D. Let the sun cook me to righteousness. Let the sun cook me until I continue to knock out falsehood brains with truth, okay? Let the sun cook my brain, because Donald Trump has cooked many Americans' brains by lying to them with the MAGA lie, okay? With the MAGA lie, burning you up, burning America up. Let's make America great again. And if you are into old school hip-hop, Chicago, R&B, spoken word, comedy, any type of Chicago entertainment, get yourself over there to my last channel. I have 3 channels on YOUTUBE. And that is THEMOSHOW Classics. That's where it all started at. You'll find some videos on this channel where it started at, but if you ever been on the Mo Show in Chicago, take yourself over there. THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE, and find the likes of Dion Cole, Diane Corder, Reggie Reg, Quintella, Mecca, The Nomads, High Pilot, Crucial Conflict, Psychodrama, Triple Darkness, Twister, Shauna, Big Task. Get yourself over there. Killer Bloodline, Project Pat. Get yourself over there. Quincy Central, Creative, One Man in the Mic. Get yourself over there. THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. And do what on your way out the door? Subscribe to the channel. Like and share. Right now on all 3 channels when you get the chance. Like, share, and subscribe. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. We'll see you all later on tonight with another LIVE. Smoking. We want all the smoke. MO. Never ever give up on your dreams. Stay away from ice. That's my time. Thanks for viewing. We'll see you later.